In this video, we're going to show you how to vent your underground buried downspout system. We're going to show you how to prevent it from holding water in the wintertime so that the line don't freeze up. We like to use knife cut in our underground buried downspout system. We use a piece of this knife cut right before the pop-up. It doesn't have material ground out, but it had blades during manufacturing of this pipe that put these slits in it. This will allow the water to leach into the subsoil. We put the white sock over this pipe so that we don't end up with dirt inside of it. We then use an external coupler to make this connection. An internal coupler will collect debris. You want an external coupler on a roof runoff system because you're going to have some roof pollution, you're going to have some pollen, you're going to have tree buds when they leaf out, different things that get in the underground buried downspout system. Make sure to tape this connection really good. You also want to have a pop-up that's a mini soak away so you don't have a bottom in it. After it moves all the bulk water, whatever's left inside that pop-up can just soak away into the subsoil, as long as you put drainage fabric under that pop-up and you put some stone around it. You then want an inline catch basin with a vent. The reason why you want an inline catch basin with a vent is in case the pop-up ends up frozen in the wintertime, you want to have that catch basin vented so that water can come out of that inline catch basin. So right here we have a vented inline catch basin. If the pop-up's frozen in the winter, you can vent it right here at the inline catch basin. We also have it vented at the house, at the cleanout. We install a vented cleanout. You can see the vent at the top. If there's a sheet of ice over the pop-up and the inline catch basin, and you can't get the water off the roof, it'll come out of the vented cleanout. If you're installing in the Sunbelt region and the grass grows over your pop-up and your vented inline catch basin, you can then get the water off the roof at the vented cleanout. Also, any water left in a line leaves an unpleasant odor, so that's another reason why we like the knife cut. You can see that we really take our downspouts far away from the house. This was a really flat run, and we had to take it really far before the grade broke. Here's an inline vented catch basin, and then up at the house, we have a vented cleanout. You can see the vent at the top. This is so that the gutter doesn't end up full of water and unable to run the water down the downspout. We want to make sure you can get the water off the roof, otherwise it'll pull the gutter off the fascia board, and this is what gives that unsightly appearance to gutters on homes. Now right here, I'm going to take this opportunity to show you how we use 3-inch. There was a sprinkler system and there was a lot of electrical ran up against this house. So we ran a 3-inch pipe. A 3-inch pipe will go through our electrical wires and a bunch of irrigation. So easy. And then we tied it into a 4-inch with a Y. You can see right here we got a 4-inch Y. So we used a 3 to 4 reducer to get it to that 4-inch Y. And the main line is a 4-inch line. Now the riser is a dual wall pipe. You can see it's smooth on the inside. It's like a Teflon pan. And that's the riser that we set the vented cleanout inside. This is a slip fit. It's a dry fit. There's no bonding agents, no glue, and there's no tape needed. You just drop the vented cleanout in. Now the flatter the yard, the more knife cut we use. You can see this is a really long and flat run. We did finally make it to a break, and that's why we stopped right there. The grade finally broke and gave us a little drop, but we still put on a lot of knife cut. We got our vented inline catch basin in the event that that end freezes up, and in the event that we have a really odd situation where the grass grows over both, we have it vented at the house. So we built this with a phase 1, a phase 2, and a phase 3. You have the soak away with the knife cut and the pop-up. You have the inline catch basin vented. Then you have it vented at the cleanout, and that's up high. So if you have an icing event in the north, or the grass is left to grow over the turf restrictor plate on the inline catch basin and the pop-up, you're going to vent it right here at the house. You can see that this vent also catches leaves, and the center comes out of that screen. It's a removable center, and you can go ahead and run a camera through it or a garden hose to do a flush. It's a really nice product. We couldn't be happier with our vented cleanout. Now, when you go to put your sod back, I really recommend that you rent a sod cutter to cut your sod. And it's easier to work with it if you cut it a little on the thick side. The guys then go ahead and they cut out around the pop-up. Now make sure your pop-up is lower than the turf. Put it at dirt level. That way your lawnmower won't cut the lid off. If you found any of this information helpful, give us a thumbs up. It supports our channel. I'm Robert Sherwood, your host, and until the next video.